I just figured out what I forgot. I just forgot the shoes that I bought especially for this occasion. My sister is getting married by Elvis Presley himself. Yeah, I thought he was dead too. I am waiting for a Greyhound bus to take me from Flagstaff to Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, Nevada, final destination for this coach. If you're trying to get anywhere on the strip, take the Deuce.
Maximalist minibus with Mary and Ryder and you. Get on the bus!
This is the Deuce. It's a double-decker city bus that goes right up the strip, and it gets pretty crowded, especially when you're carrying 9 million pounds of clothing and shoes in a laundry bag. But it got me to the Sahara. I'm just a little bit late for the bachelorette party. Now all I have to do is try to find a restroom where I can go make it look like I haven't been on a 5-hour bus ride. Well, I think this is about as good as it's going to get. Now it's on to Magic Mike. Some of you men that are watching might want to skip ahead through this part. If you don't know about Magic Mike, it's basically a strip show with men stripping for women. Like Chippendales, but it's different. Chippendales don't technically do full nudity, but they wear these tiny G-strings that don't leave much to the imagination. Magic Mike never gets beyond black underwear. They actually leave a lot to the imagination, and it seems like that's part of the game plan, actually. But that doesn't mean it doesn't get raunchy with some simulated sex, sometimes with a lucky audience member, and sometimes with a fake audience member who is actually one of the 2 female members of the cast. And I say the cast because another difference is Magic Mike is trying to be more of a play with a female MC who does a fair amount of talking in between things.
We hope you leave here tonight feeling empowered, loved, and respected. And we hope that you realize you should feel like that every second of every day because you're enough, girlfriend.
While there were a few men at Magic Mike, it is totally and completely aimed at the ladies, which is why maybe the nudity is more modest. The idea being that women are more turned on by mentally suggestive things than by visuals of undressed men. You know, women are supposedly more turned on by stories, and supposedly this show has one. I didn't really feel the storyline. Apparently that's because I got there late and the story got set up before I arrived, but it kind of just looked to me like a lot of bump and grind. And fist bumps. Lots of fist bumps here. Very macho. The dancing in Magic Mike is generally pretty athletic, and it's hip-hop and breakdance based for the most part, but every now and then it really borders on ballet, like this wet duet. Which, of course, turns into simulated sex a few minutes later. There's a lot of audience interaction in the show, but if you pay attention, you see that it's almost always designed to cover up some stagecraft thing or other. Like here, as the men come through the audience, they lap dance each woman, but stagehands are mopping up all that water from the previous act behind them on the stage. No one's attention is on that kind of thing when their neighbor's being groped by a guy in black underwear. Well, no one's attention but mine, I guess. But the interaction is still really fun. The reactions of my sister's entourage alone were absolutely priceless. Normally, I would be happy to accept a lap dance, but I was busy shooting video. They have a safe word, it's unicorn, but I didn't know that, so I got a lap dance. The endings, I should say, are full-on spectacular. And I say endings because, honest to God, I felt like it was over 4 times. With people bowing and leaving the stage, and then boom, it's right back into party mode again. At one point, the MC comes down from the ceiling on a stuffed unicorn, which I have to admit that at first I kind of thought that it looked like it was dead. And at first I thought it was a horse. So I was racking my brain thinking, what could the symbolism of a dead horse mean? Like, what did I miss? Maybe there is more story here than I thought. I'm not sure what the unicorn represents thematically in this play, except, you know, the safe word, but this part felt very weird to me. Maybe because I had no idea what she was saying through the very loud sound system and my very old ears. All in all, it was really fun. A perfect bachelorette night out. And then it was back to the Flamingo, where everybody's staying. In the morning, my brother Sean, his wife Liz, their dog Chester, and I checked out the actual flamingos. And I mean, for real, the flamingo has a flamingo habitat. I had no idea. And I was a little disturbed by that until I read that the flamingos are rescues who can't live in the wild. But still, what about all the drunk people coming through the hotel at night? Do they have a private, safe area anywhere? Then I read on the sign that it's only open till 8 p.m., so that's good. They must have somewhere they put them after that, just so, you know, people can't get at them.
California brown pie.
She said, come up,
You want a picture, Miss Beautiful? Oh, no. Save some photos for the rest of us.
After that, we walked past the Eiffel Tower and then over to Ross Dress for Less to find me a pair of replacement shoes. God love Ross. It's the only affordable place in like a 5-mile radius. Oh, these are really cute. Okay, but I can't get sidetracked by shoes that do not work for this. These are maybes, but just distant maybes, I don't know. Another one I really like that is not for a wedding. I like the flower motif, but these are it's just not my style. These gold ones are cute, but I really want a heel. Not that kind of heel. I need a wedge, not a spike. Gold Crocs, but only one shoe. These are kind of similar to the other ones, except they're not white. I mean, I'd rather have white, but I have to have something, and these would work. And they were only $16.99, which is only a couple bucks more than I paid for a bottle of water in the hotel lobby. The groomsmen, all the guys, I guess, had a plan to go golfing before the big evening wedding, but they were going to go to a putting range, and we didn't want to just putt. We wanted mini golf. Liz Googled a place, but it wasn't that easy to find. On the way there, though, we ran into the World Series of Poker, and I would have entered, but I don't really know how to play. Plus, the entry fee was $400. Twilight Zone themed mini golf is way more our speed, and we finally found it in the basement of the Horseshoe Hotel. It's so funny that he asked if we wanted to keep score. Like, some people just go, no, we'll just play, we won't keep score.
Wow, look at your teeth, man. It's crazy. Your face is so dark and your teeth are so white. Wow, it looks like you have a mud mask on. That's how...
Yeah, it does. They maybe made the course a little too challenging, considering that they want you to stick to a 5-stroke per hole minimum. There's lots of things to bump into, lots of corners to navigate. We had a blast. I think Sean won, but I'm not sure. Sean and Liz are great to hang out with, though sometimes, you know, when we're walking to and from places, they kind of forgot I was there, which is understandable since they travel so much together, just the two of them, and I was the third wheel. If I have to be a third wheel to someone, they're a great couple of wheels. We had a little more time to kill before the wedding, so we spent it pool watching out the window of the hotel.
Oh my god, there were so many people in that one on the right. It was a lot of people.
I can't believe I forgot my bathing suit. I almost never even get to wear it. Well, I didn't even think of that. That wasn't, to be fair, that wasn't even on the list. Look at how many pools there are. What's up with these over here with nobody in them?
I think they're private.
Those are probably...
To pay to use them?
Oh.
That was our guess.
Because there were so many people in the other one.
They also could be hot tubs, because who the hell's going in the hot tub today?
Maybe.
Pretty soon it was time to get ready for the wedding. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
Oh, it's a video. I thought it was like a picture. Hi.
That's another one of my brothers, Tim. He's here from Florida.
Look who's here.
And of course, you know Sean and Liz. The happy couple made sure that everybody got Elvis glasses for the ceremony. A shuttle bus came and picked us up and took us on a drive through town, ending up at Graceland Chapel.
Well, we got a big group. We don't allow any cell phone use inside.
Just being with you.
Luckily, the chapel shoots a video and sells it to the bride and groom, so what you see here is what they shot. And no, this song, it isn't Elvis. I had to replace Let It Be Me with this, because I don't want to get in a copyright battle with the king, or the estate of the king. Mostly I just cut around the musical numbers, but I had to show this walk down the aisle. Walk down the aisle with Elvis.
And making every sacrifice.
Marriage is a promise to communicate and to share, to treat each other with respect, to care and to listen to one another. But it's also a commitment between a husband and a wife to be not only each other's lover, but above all and most importantly, Elvis's lover. No, best friends for all your years. You never know. Face each other face to face. As you place a ring on Leslie's finger, look her in the eyes and tell her, I take you to be my loving wife.
You're okay.
In good times and bad, in sickness and health, for richer, for poor, for now and forever.
For now.
Nice, and as you place the ring on Jeffrey's finger, tell him I take you to be my loving husband.
I take you to be my loving husband.
In good times and bad,
In good times and bad.
in sickness and health,
In sickness and health.
for richer, for poor,
For richer or poor.
for now and forever.
For now and forever.
Beautiful. Before we go any further, let's do a little bit more rock and roll, shall we? It goes like this.
Jeff, we started riding together in 2015. There was one ride in particular that I can remember. We had our headsets on, and for an hour and a half until they died, he just gushed about Leslie. He told me about this wonderful woman that he had met and how much that she meant to him. And then I met Leslie, and I could see it in her eyes what Jeff meant to her. And all I have to say is I am so thankful that the two of y'all are together, and I just wish y'all nothing but the greatest of happiness forever. Love you.
We do have some special vows, so holding hands, look into each other's eyes. Jeffrey, tell her, I promise.
I promise.
To always love you tender.
To always love you tender.
And never leave you.
And never leave you.
At Heartbreak Hotel.
Heartbreak Hotel.
I will never have.
I will never have.
A suspicious mind.
A suspicious mind.
And from this day.
From this day.
I promise to be.
I promise to be.
And wind it up like this. Your hunk of burning love.
Hunk of burning
love. Your turn. I promise.
I promise.
To take you.
To take you.
As my hunk of burning love.
As my hunk.
Always love you tender.
And always love you tender.
And never return you to sender.
And
I will never step.
I will never step
on your blue suede shoes.
On your blue suede.
Or treat you like a hound dog.
Or treat you like a hound dog.
For you will always be.
You will always be.
My loving teddy bear.
My loving teddy bear.
Wonderful, guys. Let me just say, may your love always sustain you two in trying times, but make those happy times even more wonderful and fulfilling as the years go by. So, on behalf of the Grace of Wen Chapel, the suit that I wear, thank you very much, as well as the power vested in me by the state of Nevada, somehow, I now pronounce you husband and wife, one thing left to do. Kiss your wife. Come on.
After posing for some photos, we all went back to the Bugsy and Meyer Steakhouse back at the Flamingo Hotel.
Today is something special. It's Leslie's birthday, it's my dad's birthday, and now it is their wedding day, which means that from now on, forgetting the anniversary is officially impossible.
I made it easy for you.
So here's to love rediscovered, to birthdays that last all weekend, and to a couple who proves it's never too late to start a new adventure. Let's raise our glasses to Jeff and Leslie, and Viva Las Vegas.
There you go. You can have mine.
Come over there.
The day after the wedding, we did some more just, walking around, seeing the sights. We did a little window shopping at the Venetian.
More fake outdoors.
Yeah, that's fake. That's not the sky. I guess they do this because you can't really walk around outdoors for too long in Vegas this time of year. It's probably 100 degrees out at least. I would have liked to have taken a gondola ride, but first of all, it's $39 for about 10 minutes in the boat with strangers, $150 if you want a private ride with your friends. And that honestly is not as bad as I thought it would be considering the prices here in Vegas, but besides the price, the line was long. We took pictures instead. Then we ate $10 pizza slices in a food court made to look like an authentic Italian piazza under a fake magic hour sky. Very Vegas. Tim left for the airport to go back to Florida, but the rest of us had one more very Vegas treat planned. Dinner at the Strat. The Stratosphere is a 1,149-foot tall, needle-like building at the very edge of the Strip. It has a restaurant at the top, and Leslie and Jeff had a reservation there for a post-nuptial dinner.
There's not a restaurant like this in Niagara Falls.
So this spins.
Yeah. It looks like the wall's moving.
Yeah. This table moving is okay, but if I look at the wall.
We were at a separate table, which is why you don't really see the newlyweds here in the video. Plus, I was too busy shooting out the window at this incredible, ever-changing thing. This is the Sphere, which is basically a super high-tech 20,000-seat entertainment venue. They project 16K images onto it from the inside, and this is what it ends up looking like from the outside. They're going to be showing The Wizard of Oz there in a new wraparound version, and I would love to see that, but the tickets are like $300, plus I'd have to come back to Vegas to see it, and that's probably not happening. My dinner was a bland vegan pasta bolognese, which makes sense because, the main ingredient in bolognese sauce is meat, so I'm not sure what I expected, but it absolutely wasn't worth the $53 it cost.
I'm trying to shoot the magic hour sky.
It's like anything else. Once it starts going below, it just drops really fast.
I think we were paying for the view and for access to the observation deck above us, which is usually about $20, I think. One of the things the Strat is famous for, people jumping off of it. Not really jumping, I guess, more like controlled falling. You're attached to a cable. This guy stood at the edge for a really long time. I got the sense that he was hesitating, that the operator was kind of talking him through it. I wasn't sure he was actually going to go, but there he goes. If you know me, you know that this kind of thing, jumping off a building, is right up my alley, but it was expensive, and online it looked like they were booked for the night. I would have checked in person to see, but I'd kind of lost my edge by the time we were up there with my belly full of fake bolognese. There's an enclosed observation deck on the 108th floor, and we went up there, and boy, it was great for taking sweeping panoramas of the whole city. Really awesome. And then, of course, also shooting that crazy sphere, which was doing all kinds of things up there. But eventually we decided that we wanted to go up another level and see what was going on the open air observation deck, which is the 109th floor. There's, I guess, 2 thrill rides up here currently, but only one was running when we were there. The one called X-Scream is down for maintenance. This one, which is called the Big Shot, is the only one running. I've been on something similar at fairs, but I'm sure it's very different doing it 108 stories up. This thing here is the arm of a ride called Insanity. It used to fling people out over the edge of the building and then turn them face down, but it's permanently closed now. The manufacturer went out of business, making it impossible to maintain. They can't get replacement parts. Basically, I can relate with my old 91 bus. We were high enough up that we were eye to eye with a whole bunch of helicopters. Sean and Liz went out exploring again after dinner, but I bowed out. I had to get up very early the next day because there was only one bus in each direction each day, so I had to be at Greyhound at 7:20 a.m. I don't remember the trip back to Flagstaff. I think I fell asleep almost as soon as the bus started moving. So now I'm back home in my favorite bus, reunited with my puppy dog, who I think missed me. I'm not sure because Kat treated him so good. Maybe he didn't even miss me. I don't know. But looking back, I would do Greyhound again. I'm not sure that I would go to Vegas again because it's just kind of not really my kind of place, you know. I mean, besides that, it's really expensive for one thing, and my budget really can't handle going someplace that expensive very often. But I did buy one thing, one souvenir. I got this hat. 2 for $15, so $7.50 for this hat. My brother Tim took the other one. What do you think? That's my big Vegas spend. Are you somebody who goes to Vegas? Did I miss it? I mean, I'm not a gambler, so tell me about the things that you do when you're there that are not gambling. You know, give me an idea of some other stuff to do. And if the ideas are good enough, maybe I'll go back to Vegas. Who knows? Probably not, though. But anyway, put your thoughts about Vegas in the comments, and I don't know, maybe I'll just go over here to this video and you can meet me there. And if you do, you know what I'll say? I'll say, thank you very much. How's my Elvis? I'll work on it.
Get on the bus!